It's time for a journey deep into the tales of woe.
Ho, ho! Oh, this feels really stupid. Happy holidays, everyone. It's been a fucking year, huh? Jesus Christ. Welcome to my Christmas special, or my holiday special, or my end of the year. Oops, I forgot to make more of these videos this year, and so now I'm making up for it by doing a whole bunch right at the end. I grew up in a Christian home and we celebrated Christmas. These days, I'm atheist. I generally, say holiday season and such. However, I think it would be beneficial to call it Restmas. Everybody could celebrate. It would be a completely non-religious thing. Obviously, Christians, you could still call it Christmas. No one gives a shit if you call it Christmas. Fucking radical left war on Christmas. If I had it my way, it would be called Restmas. It would remain a national holiday. Anyone making under 40 grand a year would get $500. Everything would be closed. And anyone who wanted to stay open would have to pay their employees time and a half. There's the radical left agenda. These days, I celebrate Restmas in my own little way. Let me explain to you how insane my family, and more specifically my mother, was about Christmas. First and foremost, my mother's birthday was Christmas. She didn't ever try to take away from Christmas by being like, reminder, it's my birthday. Never. I think I was probably 10 before I even found out it was my mom's birthday on Christmas. I remember distinctly at one point when I was young, I was like, when do we celebrate Mom's birthday? It seems like we're always celebrating everybody else's birthday, but never Mom. On top of that, my mom was basically Martha Stewart. I mean, she fucking cooked 10-course meals. She catered for parties. She made every kind of pie imaginable. I never saw her open a goddamn recipe book. She made 4-foot-tall clowns in the summer for no reason whatsoever. Very much like the ones in Twilight Zone. I had a clown just like that under my bed as well, and it wasn't scary. It was a cool little clown. She made these little stuffed Santa dolls that my dad took to some holiday store and sold to them, and then my mom made 100 of them in 2 weeks. I don't know, man. We had every bit of Christmas decor we had. My mother made it. In another world, she would have been fucking Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart's own husband didn't know that Martha Stewart was Martha Stewart. Her husband ran a publishing company, a book publishing company, and then to celebrate publishing some book series or other, she catered a party. And another publisher at that party was like, who is this woman that catered all this shit by herself, and signed her to a book deal? God. That guy has got to feel like an idiot. She's like, oh, how did I not see this? How did I not recognize this woman's talents before? I could have made a couple extra million off my wife. But, the patriarchy, what are you going to do? It went beyond decor. We had ritual upon ritual that got updated quite a bit. The initial ritual was we were allowed to open one present on Christmas Eve. That later got changed to you're allowed to open one present on Christmas Eve after you finish your dinner. We also always baked cookies for Santa, or my mom baked cookies for Santa, and we would pour the milk, I guess, and we would always leave a note for Santa, thanking him for coming by. Here's some cookies. He would always write a letter back and sign it, and we collected Santa's autographs. My father, best I could figure, actually wore a Santa outfit, because I remember one year waking up really early and hearing the bells of, that you'd see on Santa boots, or maybe the bells that were on the Christmas tree. I don't know. And I remember peeking around the corner. I saw the red suit. Now it's possible my dad just had a red robe and that's what I saw. But I'd like to think he probably did dress up as Santa, just at my mom's request. My mom was so nuts about Christmas and so obsessed with Santa. Literally, she's been gone now 13 years. To her dying day, would never, ever admit Santa wasn't real. Swear to God. I was 13 when I found out Santa wasn't real. I was hanging out with some kids in gym class, and one of them goes, when did you find out Santa was actually your parents? just to like the group. And I remember going like, I'm today years old. I'm today years old when I'm finding that out. So yeah, Christmas was a big fucking deal. My sister and I had this ritual where we would always try to go to bed like as soon as fucking possible. Like it would be eat dinner, open the Christmas Eve gift, and then do jumping jacks to make yourself tired and get the fuck to sleep. Because all we wanted was to wake up after Santa had done his thing and open all the goddamn presents. My sister is 3 years older than me, so she would usually wake me up at like, I want to say like 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Early on, we would wake our parents up. And look what Santa brought us, look what Santa brought us. Then there was a rule about how early we were allowed to wake them up. Later there was a rule that we were only allowed to open gifts from Santa and not from our parents or family members who were not present, you know, like grandmas and aunts and uncles and shit that would send you gifts. And they went all out. I mean, they would do like department store displays outside of the Christmas tree. I mean, they'd put bows around everything. And again, to my mother's dying day, after my mom died in September, and not this September, long time ago September, she died in a September. For Christmas that year, I got a post-mortem gift from her and from Santa. And you know what Christmas is all about? What Restmas is all about? What we should all celebrate as Restmas, as non-religious a holiday? Not this year, of course, because of the pandemic, but normally. Getting together with people whose company you enjoy, ideally people you love, your chosen family. Exchanging gifts in a sort of like, hey, I thought of you in this, I thought you would enjoy this. I want to bring a smile to you when I'm not in your presence. Here you go. Whether you buy it or you make it, or you fucking write a goddamn letter. Or you give them a fucking high five, because you're not the high five type, and so you're going to give them a high five for a change. Whatever. The point is, you do something you wouldn't normally do. You make it special. You sit around in a fucking onesie, or fucking pajamas, or an oversized robe, and you get shit-faced on eggnog, or, you know, regular eggnog if you're not into drinking, and you fucking watch goofy movies. They don't have to be fucking Christmas movies. It can be whatever the hell you want. You're just spending time with people you enjoy, taking one fucking day out of the year in this, like, often quite shitty reality and just going, look, for today, for right now, I don't want to fight with anybody. I don't want to argue about anything. I don't want to be alone. I just want to be around people whose company I enjoy, and we do special shit for each other. That's it. I think we should all do that. That's all. And I don't think it should be called Christmas, because I think that's rude to non-Christians. Sue me. All right, my rant out of the way. You might be thinking, you know, Mitch, this was supposed to be a storytelling series. I'm not hearing any stories. Okay, this will be a relatively short story. This is about the greatest Christmas gift I ever received. For context, it was the last Christmas I would ever spend with my mom. I didn't know that necessarily at the time, though I went out there with my girlfriend at the time. No longer my girlfriend, obviously. I went out with her to visit my mom in Colorado, go to her cabin. I'd never taken anybody there or anything. And I remember kind of throughout the time that we were there, she kind of, a few times said, like, you know, maybe we should, you know, do this thing just for kicks, or maybe we should do this a second time, because I don't think we'll ever come back here. This may be the last time either of us will ever visit this property. And I mean, she was right. I didn't know it at the time. I think I was just in denial. I think we all kind of knew it in the back of our heads, but we just didn't fucking talk about it. My mom and the girlfriend at the time were kind of close. Like, they talked on the phone and shit like that. And my mom had told her what I was going to be getting for Christmas. And I remember when we were driving to her house, I remember her saying, I know what you're getting for Christmas, and I just want to warn you that it's probably going to make you cry. There's literally nothing on earth that anyone could buy me that's going to make me cry. And then Christmas morning, you know, we're in a house full of, you know, people's kids and such, and there's a lot of noise and commotion. And my mom just says like, "Hey, come sit next to me on the couch." And I sit next to her on the couch, and she hands me this. And you might think like, it's just a fucking binder. What is it, a scrapbook? Yes, it's a scrapbook. But god damn it, look, I was not born Mitch with a Z. These are my colors, red and black. It's like my brand. Hello? She'd spell it the way I spell it. It's the red mohawk. This red mohawk photo was taken a year prior to this particular Christmas. She was like, that's the photo Mitch would want on his scrapbook. And it is. I love that photo of me. I look badass. I felt fucking seen. You know, I thought Mom was a square. Didn't really approve of my weird look. But god damn it, she got it. She got me. There is footage. I might have it in my archives somewhere. There's footage of me literally just turning to the first page of that fucking thing, and that was it. Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, Frankie Angel.
It's not just photos. My ink imprints of my literal baby feet open that fucking book. Every report card I ever got in elementary school, every fucking one is in there. All of my Iowa tests are in there. A story I wrote in kindergarten about my mom that's not very good. She held on to that. A fucking random certificate I got because I made the school computer recite the Pledge of Allegiance out loud, and nobody had ever heard a computer talk before. And they were like, well, we got to give this kid an award for something. And they hand wrote me an award for computer aptitude. And I was like, I don't know what aptitude means. She hung on to that. Raw materials, $10 in cardboard, you know? But Jesus Christ, that scrapbook took 30 fucking years to put together. Everything I'd ever done was in there. Still is now. I'd show you other photos and stuff, but literally, I open it and I crack. I break. I'm a little baby again. I'm my mom's little boy. So that's what the holidays are to me, you know? Letting people in your life that you love know that you see them. I hope in this rat fuck of a year, you feel seen and appreciated. I appreciate you watching this, and love you all. A Restmas to all, and to all a good night.